Almost every technology being used today has a strategic side to it. The mobile phones we use, the social media apps we log into, and even the search engines we use for browsing. Almost everything is driven by a desire to farm data, which is then used to study and manipulate human behavior. And this is true for fintech too. You may think it's pretty simple. What is so strategic about it after all? Well, it is a strategic sector too, and Vietnam realized it in time so that it could stonewall the Chinese fintech giants. Hi and welcome. You are watching TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Sanbir, and in this video I will put forward the latest happenings that led to Vietnam stonewalling China. Let's begin. Vietnam, China's biggest adversary in Southeast Asia, is working on a single agenda: kicking China out of its economy. It is working strategically to scale down Beijing's role and control over Vietnam's economy. And how is it doing so? Well, by expanding the presence of a local fintech startup, Momo, throughout Vietnam.
Hey, it's me, Atul. I started this channel. We started small, we went big. Suddenly, the whitey police was after us. We dodged and ducked, but the algos got us really bad. So we designed our own app. It's free. We never ask for money, we never will. But the droid called us too sensitive and blocked us. We still have an Apple app. Join us and fast, because if you don't, we will cease to exist. Check out the link in the description.
Vietnam's fintech app Momo has announced that it foresees growth in Vietnam's rural areas, as co-founder Nguyen Man Thuong said that there are no plans for international expansion of Momo. Momo is extremely popular in Vietnam's countryside. Rural residents have to normally travel as far as 40 kilometers for paying bills. This makes Momo's payment service highly attractive for farming communities. The fintech app has a huge base outside big cities like Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi. According to Thuong, 40% of Momo users live outside the big cities, reflecting on the growing popularity of the app in rural areas. Momo started as a SIM card application. In 2010, that allowed people to transfer money and purchase mobile top-up and game scratch cards. In 2014, it widened its ambit by launching a smartphone e-wallet that has gone on to become a super app with a diversity of services, which includes processing insurance payments, donations, and establishing an investments platform. Recently, Momo garnered investments worth around $200 million from several investors, led by Japan's Mizuho Bank. Foreign investors are smitten by Momo's potential. So, why is it not trying to expand beyond the borders of Vietnam? Well, presently, the priority of Vietnam's government and businesses seems to be of consolidating their stronghold in the local market. The issue relies not just on competition between local and foreign fintech apps in Vietnam's market. Hanoi understands that if Chinese fintech apps start dominating the Vietnamese market, they could simply reduce Vietnam into a huge data mine. Fintech companies collect and crunch users' data, which is then used to sell different products ranging from loans, investments, and insurance. The data is also used to offer different payment services and e-commerce products. Fintech companies find it easy to collect data from spending patterns, money transfer records, browsing behavior, and even minute details like which city spends on what particular product and the time after which shopping activity goes up. This is why China has been expanding its presence in foreign fintech markets like Malaysia. Ant Group established its subsidiary Alipay Malaysia in 2017. Similarly, Tencent associated with Hong Leong Bank to provide WeChat Pay payment solutions in the Southeast Asian country. But Vietnam wants to avoid a similar situation. The sizable presence of Chinese fintech apps in Vietnam could help China in grabbing sensitive data from the country. This would practically allow China to weaponize its supply chains. Suppose if Vietnam and China end up fighting over the South China Sea, Beijing could use data mined by fintech apps to punish Vietnamese consumers by manipulating supply chains. In such a case, Vietnam would end up frail and eventually be compelled to give up. However, with Momo expanding its base all across Vietnam, China is stonewalled and denied any strategic presence in the fintech market of the country anymore.